Hi, my name is Ali Trahan, and today I'm going to be talking about my first chapter of my master's thesis, and we are looking at whether or not carbonated beverages have any effect on deeply hugged fish gills. So basically, a video went viral on YouTube and on Facebook of this fisherman who found that pouring Mountain Dew on fish gills stopped the bleeding or decreased the bleeding. And so after going viral, many different organizations started to use it. However, there has been no science behind it, whether or not it works. So that's what I'm here to do, is to figure out whether or not that actually does anything to the fish gills. Not only was Mountain Dew a popular carbonated beverage, but also Coca-Cola was. So we wanted to see, was it the beverage that made the difference? Was it pouring that made the difference? So this summer what I did is that I focused on 5 different possible treatments. So whether carbonated lake water made a difference, whether Mountain Dew or Coca-Cola, and then on top of those 3 I also had iced Mountain Dew or room temperature Mountain Dew as my treatments. I had 2 different controls. My basal control was where I did nothing and I just held the fish in a cooler for 20 minutes, and then my other control was I cut the gills but did not do anything, did not pour anything on the fish gills. So essentially we had 3 different things we were testing to see whether or not applying a carbonated beverage would have any effect on fish gills. Our first variable that we took into account was the time they spent bleeding. So after I manually cut the fish gills, a timer was set off and we recorded how long it took for the fish to stop bleeding. And we did this for each of the treatments. And then we looked at relative bleeding intensity values. So we looked at how much they were bleeding before I poured anything on the fish gills versus after pouring any sort of carbonated beverage. So we're going to look at the differences between all the different treatments for that one as well. And then lastly, I had a gill colored scale to look at the different colors of the gills over that 20-minute period. So we looked at it before anything was done to the fish, at 10 minutes, and then again at 20 minutes. So Muskies Canada is a big fan of this, of using Mountain Dew. They say that it really helps muskies and they can recover, but they want to know if there's any science behind it and what the science says. So hopefully it can help them and share the word whether or not it does have any effect. And I know a lot of anglers out there, they fish for the thrill. It's catch and release fishing. It's for fun. It's not necessarily for harvest. So a lot of those fishermen just want the fish to get back in the water and survive so they can catch it again next year after it grows. And it's more to just see if this is actually something that can be used in catch and release science. This could help wreck fishermen as well as scientists. So if a fish is injured in its gills, we will know whether or not this is a good thing to have in your cooler while you're out on the boat.